Welcome to the Dorm Podcast with Lance.
And Jem. Hi, Lance.
Hi, Jem. Okay, so tonight or today, our guest is Jem. So kung naalala nyo sa mga previous episodes, ang guest namin, si Carl, di ba? And we're with Jem, Carl's good friend.
Yes.
Yeah. So si AJ, wala siya ngayon. Siya yung co-host ko. And one-on-one ngayon. So next episode siguro, makikita niyo ulit si AJ. Pero now we're with Meg. So, musta Meg? Yung first question usually is, nag-dorm ka na ba before?
Oo, nag-dorm ako. Hi, Lance.
Hello.
Nag-dorm ako. Actually, college pa lang,
Mm.
nag-dorm na ako. So, sa province kasi ako lumaki.
Okay.
So, simula elementary hanggang high school, province. So, nung nag-college ako, I studied in LaSalle. So, I had to live sa dorm.
Okay.
Which is walking distance lang from LaSalle. And I live with two girls na hindi ko talaga sila kilala. As in, dun ko lang sila nakilala sa dorm. And syempre, yung dorm life, may maraming restrictions, 'di ba? Maraming rules, may curfew, ganon. So, yung dalawa kong roommates, they ended up as my best friends. So, ngayon, until now, I'm still best friends with them. We travel, we see each other very often. Tapos, naging part na kami ng lives ng isa't isa. So, yun. I think, yung dorm life ko is one of the best also seasons or experience nung 20 years old ako. Kasi, syempre, we don't live with our parents. Tapos, we're college. Tapos nakikita namin kung ano yung mga ginagawa namin, kung nag-aaral ba kami, di ba kami nag-aaral, lumalabas ba kami. So yun, masaya yung dorm life.
Oh, okay. So nung nag-dorm ka, saan ulit ka nag-dorm?
Nag-dorm ako sa may across, along Estrada, sa may Taft. So, Residencia de Dios. I don't know if may Residencia de Dios pa nun. Pa ngayon, pero yun yung dorm ko
Sobrang
nung
small
college.
world kasi dun kami nakatira dun sa tabi ng Residensya de Dios.
Okay.
So dun yung actual dorm.
Ng dorm podcast.
Ng dorm podcast.
Okay.
Pero yung difference siguro natin, hindi siya dorm per se, tawag lang namin dorm kasi double deck, so bunk bed siya.
Okay.
Yung sa inyo, Residensya de Dios, parang ano siya, 'di ba? Legit na dorm.
Yes.
Maraming bawal ganun.
Yes, legit na dorm. So, as in, yung building ng girls and ng boys are separate. Tapos, merong curfew. Tapos, bawal ang mga guests, basta-basta. And, restricted lang yung pwedeng pumasok sa dorm. And then, syempre, part na rin yung mga pag walang, kami yung nagluluto, kami yung linis kasi hindi naman siya parang condominium na pwedeng kang basta-basta may magpapasok or everything. So, yun yung dorm life nung college. Tapos,
Pati nung law school, nag-dorm ka pa rin?
nung law school, hindi na. Nung law school, tumira ako sa lola ko naman. So, sa lola ko nung first part ng law school sa lola ko, pero nung medyo nagiging challenging na yung law school, may condominium na yung na akong kinuha for me. Pero ganun din, parang very independent living. Parang at an early age. I think I was 16 when I started living in a dorm. Oo, tama. 16 yun college ako nun. So, parang at an early age, I started living kinda independently kasi wala akong parents, walang nag-aalaga sa akin na like yaya. So, yun. And I have to really, di ba may allowance pa tayo pagkakasyahin natin paano yung food, paano yung mga laundry, tapos paano pa yung pang-gimmick mo nung college, ganon. So, yun. Until nung nag-law school ako, condominium na. Mag-isa na ako nun. So, yun yung naging living experience ko. Tapos right now, I'm already a lawyer. I also live alone. It's been an experience kasi not everyone, I don't know sa Philippines, 'di ba, parang not everyone has the luxury then to live alone. So, yun yung isa sa mga parang tinitreasure ko ngayon na yung independence na I live alone and kung may mga gusto akong ways or yung mga routines na gagawa ko naman siya.
Tama ka kasi parang in a way privilege pala yung naka-dorm or merong sariling place. Lalo na dito sa
Yeah.
Philippines na 'di ba sa ibang bansa parang pag 18 ka
Ano
given
ka
na you
na?
live alone 'di ba? Dito
Oo.
parang privilege pala siya 'di ba?
Oo. Parang sa, alam ko, 'di ba, parang sa US, once you're 18,
Mm.
dapat mag-move out ka na. Parang sa Philippines, mas norm yung magkakasama kayo,
Mm.
family, until you get married. Some, 'di ba, even they get married, they still live with their family. Syempre, iba naman yung culture natin. Pero yun, I think, um, yung dorm life ko noon, nung college, also helped me, hindi ako nahirapang mag-adjust nung I already went to law school and I already started working na sa condo na ako nakatira. So, yun.
Tsaka napansin ko in a way baka ha? In a way parang pareho tayo. Yung na-observe ko yung roommates mo na dalawa, naging best friend mo pa, 'di ba?
Yes,
Oo,
oo.
kasi 'di ba siya parang 50-50 no. It's either magiging sobrang ka-close mo na sa dormmate mo or mag-ano kayo magfo-falling out no. Ano kaya yung mga reasons or green flags bakit naging strong yung friendships nyo instead of nag-falling out?
Well, kasi first siguro magkaka-age kami. Tapos we all went in the same school. So, Lasal din sila. They took up, also they're part of the same college, liberal arts din. And then we have the same, hindi man sobrang same ng mga hobbies namin or personalities. Alam mo yung pag-uwi mo, parang sila kasi yung family mo. Pag stress ka, 'di ba? Sila yung nakikinig sa or kapag may mga, syempre nung college ka, kung may mga boy problems ka or heartache, sila yung nakikinig. And I think talagang as you grow older, you have to make an effort. Before, when we started working, sobrang often pa namin mag-meet. But right now, since may family na yung isa kong dormmate and yung isa is already married, we'll make an effort. In fact, we just traveled last April. We went to Japan. And parang, alam mo yung, parang after, and that was our first trip together namin na after being dormmates for 4 years. So, we traveled outside. And it was funny kasi alam na namin yung quirks nung isa't isa. So, siguro yung secret dun sa hindi mag-fall apart is talagang you really make an effort kung ano yung mga friendships na i-cultivate mo as you grow older. Kasi even after college, iba-iba na yung path namin Like, yung isa nag-asawa na, yung isa nag-work, tas ako I went to law school. So, kahit sobrang different yung paths, talagang we would make an effort to see each other and catch up. So, I think yun yung isa sa mga secrets or green flag na meron sa isang dorm mate. Yung talagang nag-e-effort kayo to keep the friendship even after the dorm life.
Oo nga, no? Actually, baka parang ganun tayo, AJ Siya rin na kasi nagko-consume nitong Dorm Podcast. So, oo nga, pansin ko nga, pag adult ka na, no? Pag college, sobrang daling magkaroon ng new friends, no? Pag gantong 30s.
True,
Mga
30s,
ganun.
30s.
30s na. Parang it takes effort, di ba, to catch up with friends and even to meet new friends, di ba?
Yes. And even, kasi when you grow older, you have to pick kung saan mo na ilalagay yung energy mo.
Tama, oo.
Yung people na you're gonna spend time with or yung energy mo. So, I think with my dorm mates, since kilala na namin yung isa't isa, since before, like, more than 15 years, we make an effort talaga. So, yun. So, and parang, kasi 'di ba convenient nun Sila yung nandyan, sila yung mas nakakasama mo because of time and then yung season ng life mo. But then, when you grow older, iba-iba kayo ng season So, you really have to make an effort to keep the friendship alive. So, yun.
Parang ang mas marirealize mo na nga no, sila yung true friends mo kasi by now hindi, parang option na lang siya. Dati kasi, di ba, parang convenient na
Yeah.
magkakasama kayo by the end of the day.
Mm,
Pero ngayon, it takes effort and it's parang reassuring na, wow, ano pala, tunay na friendships. No,
True.
it's
And it's very rare.
ayun, yun yung actually sasabihin ko.
It's very rare.
Sobrang rare niya and it's amazing and how blessed ka kapag yung mga high school friends and even grade school friends, andyan pa rin no? Kahit once in a blue moon lang mag-meet di ba? Na-mention, nakita ko kasi, pinafollow ko rin yung podcast mo. May podcast din siya.
Yeah, may aside from dorm life, may podcast din ako like you. Oo.
Ano name ng podcast mo, if I may ask?
May podcast kami. It's Sit With Us, the Better Filipinas podcast naman. It's a podcast about what women go through, anything under the sun. So, it started like a passion project. Parang ito rin, tong
ito,
podcast,
passion project ito.
mo. So, it was a pandemic passion project. Me and my friends, we...
Sila rin ba yung dorm mates mo?
Hindi, iba na
okay.
to.
Ibang friends.
Ibang group of friends na to. So, I have friends from like a high school friend, yung isa college friend, and then yung college friend ko may cousin. Tapos, parang initially, how it started is we just want to create a community nung pandemic for like a safe space for women. Kasi 'di ba parang we're all in quarantine. Ganun talaga nag-start yung podcast eh. Parang when we were in quarantine, we would
Anong year? 2020? Mga ganun?
2020, nung nag-lockdown. As in, nung
Okay.
nag-lockdown, nag-start kami ng passion project namin. Iniisip namin paano namin mas-survive yung pandemic. So, nung una mga Zoom lang siya. Parang we would invite girls, tapos would have activities like yoga, tapos book club, ganon. Tapos nung tumatagal na, sabi namin, how do we make it more sustainable and reach a wider audience? Kasi nung pandemic, parang ginagawa lang namin na may community sa Instagram, tapos you sign up, tapos we meet. Kasi 'di ba parang ang daming walang kausap nung pandemic because of the lockdown. Even in their own house, wala silang kausap. So, doon namin nakita yung need na, okay, let's build a safe community for women. Tapos, nung nagpo-progress na siya, sabi namin, why not, let's try podcasting. So, nag-conceptualize din kami, nag-brand kami, ano ba yung magiging topic namin. So, we just want, yung Better Filipinas podcast, we just want an authentic space for women, Filipino women. So we talk about everything under the sun, from dating to relationships to career, singlehood, and then yung mga how women support other women. So it's just a free space when we talk about those things. And then if you listen to us and you can relate, I think it's still a form of connecting sa audience namin. Kasi before nga, nag-start lang kami, naka-Zoom, ganon, kinakausap namin yung community, kamusta, ganyan, kantuhan. Tapos nung lumaki na, nag-move na siya into a podcast. So I have 4 friends there. And I think
So 5 kayo sa podcast?
4 kami. 3 friends, so 4. So parang I think yung sinabi mo nga yung when it comes to friendship, makonect ko lang. Na I think with us kasi, we value us 4, even though we have different personalities and we're doing different things sa career namin. We value authenticity so much. Na parang walang one way to be a woman. Parang yun yung core namin eh. Parang there's no one way to be a woman. So kung ano yung way mo, if that works for you, that's the way we can support you. So, kaya siya parang, ganun yung naging theme ng Better Filipinas. So, we share our thoughts, but at the same time, we're very open to also learn from our audience, ganon. So, sometimes we'd open our Instagram for polls para makakasagot sila, ganon. So, ganon nag-start yung podcast namin. Then it ran from pandemic, ganyan. And then, syempre ngayon, nakahayatos kami because, life happens, things get busy. But it was really a passion project, like yung sa'yo.
Kasi yung na-realize ko, I think pag na-post to, nasa episode 30 plus or 40 plus na
Wow.
ako. Para siyang reading a book or getting education, more than college education. Yung parang you learn something new from other people na iba yung perspective.
Yes.
Especially, halimbawa, sakto, sinabi mo, di ba, Better Filipinas, feminism. Yung audience ko kasi, meron stats eh.
Yeah,
Makikita mo
yeah.
yung audience ko, di ba? So,
Oo.
ako, yung audience ko, 75% male audience, 28 to 34 years old. So naisip ko, ako kasi open din naman ako sa yung gender equality, feminism, pero naisip ko what is something na misconception ng iba about feminism. Kasi yung iba iniisip, ano ba to, superiority ng women or ano ba dapat yung
I think yun
beginner approach sa feminism.
I think yung misconception is when you say being a feminist is we're more superior than men or mas magaling kami sa mga lalaki. I don't see it that way. We don't even in our podcast, we don't see it that way. Parang for us is yun nga, being feminism is being true to who you are as a woman. So if ito yung beliefs mo, if ito yung choices mo, you should respect that. I mean, other women should also respect it. Yung feminism is hindi siya yung parang ito yung rights namin, ito lang yung tama, or 'di ba? Parang doon kasi siya minsan na misconstrue, 'di ba? Na parang it means we don't need men. Yun, 'di ba?
Parang
may ganon.
man-hater, akala
Oo,
no iba.
hindi ganon.
Okay.
Hindi ganon. Yun yung parang we're trying to debunk. Kasi parang even women, women love also being in relationships, 'di ba? Kung ano man 'yan, kung male and female relationship or female to female relationship. So parang it's being true to who you are. Yun yung, well, for me personally, of course, some people might have other definition of what feminism is. But yun for me how I see it, yung being true to who you are. You can expressly show or be real. Hindi ka contained sa isang box. Like for example, magbabae ka, you just have to be not working, or I mean, if you love to be a stay-at-home mom, or you prefer having a career, that's fine. So yun yung parang yung freedom to have the choices and not being judged by your choices. Diba? Some women, they want to have kids, and then some women, they don't want to have kids. So it's supporting both choices, not labeling na ito lang yung choice na tama, ito lang yung choice na mali. So I think yun for me yung core of feminism, yung being true to who you are and supporting whatever yung choice ng ibang women also. Na there's no one way on how to be a good woman. Actually, yun nga yung inaano namin eh. Parang, 'di ba, there's this thinking, I don't know, but sa Philippines, 'di ba, parang being pag babae ka, kailangan martyr ka sa pamilya, martyr ka sa relationships, ganun. Pero parang how I see it is if you're true to who you are, then that's I think a good way to live your life as a woman.
So may sasagot na ako pag tinanong sa akin kung ano yung feminism.
For me yun, personally. Siyempre yung iba, baka meron silang ibang definition.
Yun nga rin naisip ko eh. You mentioned authenticity. Kasi for men, pansin ko, mas malaking leeway yung parang mas madaling yung we can get away with things. Whereas pag women, I'm not sure if this is a phenomenon lang dito sa Philippines. Pero parang may ang daming do's and don'ts.
Yeah. Tsaka maraming like yung culture sa Philippines, maraming judgment then sa women, sa modern women. Kaya yun din yung theme ng podcast. Parang it's a safe and authentic space for modern Filipinas. Kasi parang there's a lot of, lalo na parang 'di ba, may Maria Clara concept tayo sa Philippines. So parang yun yung I think sinasabi mo na may mga do's and don'ts pag babae ka ganon, pag ito dapat. So it's more on being free on your choices.
I think yun nga nung bata ako, syempre marami akong na-encounter na yung parang hindi ko pa alam kasi yung feminism di ba? So encounter na misconception. Siguro halimbawa yung ano, bakit pag ganito ginawa nung girl, hindi ko lang sasabihin yung specific act, 'di ba? Malandi na siya, yung mga ganun, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So, na-realize ko pala it's a matter of consent kung ano yung mga gustong gawin ng girls, 'di ba? It's not about what the society dictates kung
Yes,
ano
yes.
siya. Ayun. Ang galing, no? Papakinggan ko nga yung Better Pilipinas.
Yes, but it's Sit With Us, the
Okay.
Better Filipinas podcast. So it's like parang ang ano kasi namin kaya vibe din Better Filipinas and Sit With Us kasi Sit With Us wala kaming wala kami talagang guest or whatever. Talagang we just
Okay.
sit together and talk about topics relatable to women. Even yung mga trending topics about dating, cheating, 'di ba? Pag may mga lumalabas na mga trending topics. So yun, so we're on Spotify and
Sige.
Apple Podcast.
Papakinggan ko nga yan. Kasi dati 'di ba yung sabi mo kasi cheating 'di ba? Yung most of the na pag-uusapan about cheating guys lagi 'di ba? So, given feminism, 'di ba?
Ano yung
parang,
girls, there are girls who also cheat, 'di ba?
Oo, 'di ba? So parang naisip ko parang polarity lang na lahat ng tao may masculine side, may feminine side and parang siya yung hindi porket lalaki ka or babae ka, ganito na yung dapat mong gawin in a way.
Yeah.
Ayun, yun yung natutunan ko ngayon at this moment. Ayun. Tapos ano pa ba yung mga hobbies mo aside from podcasting?
I think what other stuff na I do outside the legal
Ayun,
career.
outside the legal career.
So, ayun nga. So, aside from podcasting, ako, parang ikaw, I'm trying to be more fit. So, that's one, fitness. And then, I think, business din. So, we have meron akong small business with my partner. It's a food business. So, yun yung isa sa mga ginagawa ko outside lawyering. Kasi, lang ako, more on, parang, I think right now na I'm older, parang mas may control ako sa time ko and yung energy where I put my energy also. So, yun, sa business, sa fitness, nagtatry ako trying to learn a new sport. So, I'm trying to learn tennis. Ang daming tennis players. I mean, ang daming nagtatry ngayon to play tennis. So, I'm one of those who's riding on the hype with
okay.
Alex Ayala and all.
Okay.
So, yun.
Alex,
So, yun, aside from lawyering, kasi nung una, syempre, nung una hindi ko pa alam kung saan ako Parang, you're still figuring out kung saan ka. So, nung nag-start ako as a lawyer, I joined the law firm. I also joined the government like you. I did policy work, and then I did corporate. And then, after my policy stint in the government, I decided to go to private for corporate and general litigation practice. So, yun yung aside from lawyering, yung free time, podcasting yan, I try to find other ways to earn. Earn talaga. Earn
why
money.
not?
Yun. Kaya
Kasi yung tong podcast na to, ang laki ng influence sa akin ng mga nagiging guest ko.
Okay.
Parang kumbaga yung mga hobbies nyo or advocacies, parang nahahawa ko in a way Kaya yung mga nagiging guest ko, parang nagagaya ko yung mga nila, yung mga parang core good side nila, parang nagiging good influence.
Yeah. Sana yung sa yung sa feminism, it's really
not a hobby.
it's really about supporting women's choices. Hindi siya, it's not mas better yung women sa men. It's not like that. It's having the freedom to choose and supporting women's choices talaga. And walang right or wrong when it comes to to their choices. Ako, I believe yun yung core ko when it comes to feminism. Kasi iba-iba yung pinagdadaanan ng women eh. Di naman natin alam ano yung pinagdaan nila or ano yung reason nila for those choices. So, I think yun yung isa sa core value na pwede kong i-share sa ating chikahan tonight.
Tsaka napansin ko siguro, na madalas mo nasabi yung core value mo na na-observe ko is yung authenticity and freedom. Feel ko aligned yun with creating your law office. Kasi dun sa last episode ko with your friend Carl, laging yun yung na-reiterate niya na if you create your own law office, kahit busy ka, magagawa mo yung mga gusto mo kasi maaayos mo yung time mo depende sa schedule na ginawa mo.
Yun, yun, I think siguro yun yung isa sa naging factors ko why I went back to private. Kasi although I learned a lot when I was in the government pa, I think yung isa sa mga tinetreasure ko is yung time, having control of the time. So, of course, it's a bit more challenging, 'di ba? When you're in the government. So, it's when I went back to corporate and I went private, mas may leeway ako sa time ko. And yun parang as you grow older, I think how would you define success? So, for some, it can be how much I'm making, 'di ba? It can be how big is the money in my bank account. So parang yung lang flexibility na I can travel and then I can spend my weekends in peace. So yun yung mga like little luxuries in life na I really treasure and I see na okay, kahit paano naman I can say na this is the life na I want or like I'm working towards the life na I want to create. And I don't wanna sound na mayabang, but parang I can say na I like the life na I'm creating for myself. Yun. Parang ganon.
Wow. Actually, yun nga. Actually, pwede nga talaga yung best good friends ni Carl. Pareho kayo nang sinabi
Same time ng birthday.
Ay, ganon.
Pati sa'yo, di ba?
Oo, September 29 ako.
Oo, kami ni Carl 28 kami pareho.
Okay.
We're the same.
So, pareho tayo Libra. Actually, medyo nga tayo. Mahilig tayong, alam mo ito, sa Libra, yung mga gantong Libra, parang ang daming gustong gawin sa buhay.
Totoo yan.
And yun na-observe ko sa mga ka-birthday ko or kalapit ng birthday ko. Ang daming gustong gawin sa buhay.
Yeah.
Pero nag-execute.
Yes, yes.
Yan.
Saka marami, like my closest friends usually are Libra. One of my best friends is also a Libra. I'm drawn to Libra people also.
Okay.
So I think kasi Libra, mas sobrang flexible sila eh. Kasi air sign kasi yung Libra. I don't know if you believe sa mga zodiac, but ako I believe kasi na parang yung sign mo parang meron yang somehow relationship sa personality mo. So what I know kasi is Libra are air signs. So air sign ng Libra, so we're very flexible, we're easy to adapt in different situations, ganon. And I think yun nga, we like nice things, ganon.
We like nice things.
So,
ito, ang ganda ng office mo.
So, yun. So, yun yung isa sa mga tinitingnan ko. Parang, syempre, hindi naman perfect. Sometimes, may mga areas na kailangan na improvement, or of course siyempre 'di ba in the career or in even in your personal life may mga decisions na hindi okay, or I think hindi siya aligned masyado sa goals, pero okay lang, it's always a learning curve for me. That's how I see it. Every time na may mga challenges or mistakes, it's always a learning curve for me, or I think ano ba yung tinuturo ng situation na to sa akin. Yun lagi yung tinatry kong tingnan. So, yun.
Tsaka ano yung, di ba na-mention mo mga air signs, etc. Ano nagiging open na nga ako sa ganyan kasi nagkaroon nga kaming guest psychic. Tapos tinuro niya yung mga ano sa akin. Narinig mo na yung human design, gano'n?
Hindi pa,
Oh, yung
hindi
basta
pa.
mga search mo, human design,
Oo.
gano'n. Yung mga astrology, etc.
Oh, yeah. Astrology,
Ayun.
I kinda believe yung mga ganon.
Tsaka ikaw, sa'yo ko unang na-witness yung ano, di ba, may blessing before sa former office nyo.
Oo.
Meron ding feng shui expert.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yes.
di ba,
Yeah.
di ba pina-add mo pa sa Facebook? Yung
Si
may ganun
Polly,
siya, yung,
yeah.
so, ang galing, may practical, ano rin pala yung mga feng shui. Kasi sinearch ko sa internet after
Actually,
nun.
it's Carl talaga.
Okay.
Who's more on the feng shui guy.
Oo.
Sa aming dalawa, mas siya talaga yung feng shui. Even like sa office, sa business. So, then na-adopt ko na lang yun sa kanya. So, even like ngayon, yun nga, sa iba kong businesses, I check kung okay ba kami ng partner ko na to, okay ba yung ano niya. Hindi naman siya yung nagdidirect ng life namin. It's more of a guidance lang.
Paano mo
Talaga.
nare-reconcile yung mga ganong bagay sa beliefs mo in terms of religion? Ganun.
Well, for me kasi, I won't call myself as a religious person. But I believe in that there's, of course, there's a God, there's a higher being. Parang mas naniniwala ako na like there's a universe, there's a higher being that's orchestrating all this. So I think I reconcile it na yun nga, everything happens for a reason, 'di ba? So yung iba kasi parang it's black and white. Parang ako laging meron at the back of my head, parang for me there's always ano ba yung ano ba yung reason why things are happening. So I think nire-reconcile ko lang siya in a way na wala, kailangan ko lang i-keep yung belief ko na there's reasons why things are happening. It could be for the better, it could be for me to learn something, or yun nga, if the universe is teaching me something, ganun ko siya in a way nire-reconcile. Yun.
Kasi ako nire-reconcile ko siya intuition lang. Kasi
Pwede rin. Ako, believer ako ng ganun. Parang ano ba yung gut feel ko?
Right or wrong, ganun.
Oo. Ano ba yung gut feel ko for it? So, yun ang, saka ano ba yung sinasabi ng, minsan kasi, actually even sa work, I follow my intuition most of the time. But when I don't feel right sa mga decisions ko, I follow it. Yun. So, correct ka dyan. Intuition is very important. Lalo na pag girls, Sabi nila mas malakas daw ang intuition ng girls.
Kaya nga gusto ko talaga may girl na partners sa business. Kasi mas malakas yung intuition. Pero yun kasi hindi mo ma-explain yung intuition part. Tapos, ang scary kasi minsan totoo. Yung intuition na yun. So,
Most of the time. Like, 80%.
Kaya yung tip ko, never lie. Yun.
I think ako, it has a lot to do rin with the energy ng tao. Pag
wala sa energies? Okay, go.
Nakikita ko, I mean, hindi nakikita, nafe-feel ko pag maganda yung energy ng tao. Of course, hindi ako perfect, There are days na down yung energy ko, or ang dami kong negative energy, ang dami kong iniisip na negative. Hindi naman laging positive yung energy. Pero 'di ba, parang there are people na you're drawn to because they exude this kind of energy na it's very light. And then meron akong, even like now, when I'm older, there are people na parang ang bigat ng energy. Makasama ko sila, feeling ko ang pagod ko, or parang I feel so drained, or I feel na hindi naging productive yung time ko with them. So, yun. So, naniniwala din ako sa energy. Like, and like what you think you attract. Minsan, naiinis ako pag negative ako mag-isip, daming nangyayaring pangit. Alam mo yun? Pag sinasabi ko, okay, successful itong magiging deal na to, or itong magiging transaction na to, or magiging negotiation na to, nangyayari siya. So, I think it's also something about energy.
Oo. Kasi para siyang nagli-leak siya eh. Yung pag alam mong may something wrong or something right, kahit the person will not say it, you will feel it. Kasi yung, medyo woo-woo stuff na no? Yung yung may aura, may field kasi tayo na
Aura.
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 Aura. Kino-correct niya ako lagi dyan. May aura. Thank you for correcting me. may aura field na, alimbawa, kahit gantong distance, you will sense it or feel it eh. So, yun yung mga other, intuition / woo thoughts. Ayan.
So, ayun, yun ang yun tama yun. Yung energy, may energy talaga. And sometimes, 'di ba, you attract also the same energy or maybe you will attract the same people who exude the same energy. So, yun. Kaya,
Sakto nga eh. Di ba, pumunta tayo dyan, yung nirecommend mo, si Eckhart Tolle, yung
yeah,
A New Earth. Kasi parang ganyan yung mga
favorite book ko yun.
talaga.
Actually, doon tayo nagsa-small talk, di ba?
Oo, sa
Kasi
Instagram.
nahingi ka ng book reco.
Oo.
Parang I think yun yung month na you're doing one book ba?
One book a week. Oo.
Okay. So, meron, like last year, I think 2 years ago, I was also doing one book a month naman.
Okay.
So, even yun, gusto ko yung principles ni Eckhart, A New Earth.
Kaya nga nung pagka-recommend mo nung A New Earth, binasa ko naman yung
Iba
Power...
yung ko.
Tapos
Power
parang...
of Now.
Power of
yeah,
Now.
I read it too.
So, parang living in the moment, ganon, ego, death. So, parang, yun yung parang gateway ko dyan sa mga spirituality, new age stuff na ganon.
Yeah.
Ayun.
Even yung best friend ko ngayon, one of my best friends, parang we had coffee and then naging best friend kami kasi we're reading the same book, which is A New Earth. That's how we became best friend. Parang, one of my best friends, parang nag-consult lang siya sa akin sa business niya. Kasi I also give yung mga, yun nga, I give, di ba, part of our career, our work, we give, we aid sa mga businesses since corporate yung practice ko in general litigation, aside from, yung general litigation, yung sa corporate, may mga friends ako na nagtatanong, nagpapa-personal consult. So, yung isa ko sa mga friends, ganun kami nag-start maging friends dahil sa New Earth. And we're so into personal growth. And yun nga, sometimes, of course, hindi naman perfect. Kasi may mga, of course, lahat naman tayo, meron tayong mga traumas from the past. Meron tayong mga sariling experiences. And it's not gonna always be you're not always be in a good mindset. Hindi ka laging present in the moment, 'di ba?
Diba?
Parang hindi even mo sabihin na okay, I'm in the process of kasi I know yung ego is the enemy.
Ego is
so,
the enemy.
parang there's a lot of times na I check ano ba to? Ego ba to? Or gusto ko lang ba to kasi ego to? Or do I react dahil I'm operating from my ego? So, yung me and one of my best friends, we always talk that way na parang, that's your ego talking, gano'n. Kasi, yan, you want to feel na ikaw yung winner, ikaw yung gusto mong ikaw yung manalo sa argument, or ikaw yung ganito. So, hindi siya, I mean, it's a process of growth, personal growth and all. But yeah, dun din ako nag-start sa A New Earth, and then na book, and then I also I started reading yung mga ibang books on awareness. I think nga feeling ko nga growing up wala akong masyadong awareness eh. Nagkaroon lang ako ng awareness nung may pandemic na eh. Oo.
Baka nga ako rin. Kasi before ko ma-meet si Charlene, hindi pa ako into self-development eh. So, ayun, to wrap it up, no? Kasi, actually, isa ka sa mga gusto kong kausapin na guest. Kasi isa ka sa mga, yung parang you build yourself from the ground up.
Grabe naman.
Hindi, yung, not just you, syempre, with Carl din, di ba? And kasi, when nagsimula ka na nagsimula ako as an employee. Parang it's beyond reason to live a comfortable job to pursue your passion or to pursue, in your words, authenticity and freedom. So ayun, thank you for uh, speaking
Thank
and
you also
guesting dito. And now
for having me.
yung last question usually dito sa Dorm Podcast is, I think usually nasasagot na naman ng guest, but what would you do if money were not an issue?
Wow. If money is not an issue,
Mm.
siguro share ko siya sa mga walang gaanong money.
Ah,
And I'll travel
ah.
the world.
So basically ginagawa mo na.
Oo, pero kailangan kong paghirapan yung mga travels ko. Pero yan. Help others and travel the world if money is not an issue.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Jem.
Lance.
And if gusto kan natuwa sila sa conversation natin, where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
In TikTok, I'm attorney.gem. Pero hindi naman I'm not like
May
you.
ano ka ba? May attorney content ka? Ganun?
Wala akong attorney content.
Okay.
It's all travel content.
Okay.
Even my Instagram, it's all travel
Okay.
content. A bit of my personal life, but it's really travels and a bit of workouts. Yun lang. It's life outside the office.
Okay.
I mean, I super value yung work-life balance. I think importante yun, 'di ba, sa Libra, balance.
Oo.
So, lahat ng content ko sa social media has nothing to do with work. It's really travel, fitness, mga life outside the office talaga.
Wow.
So, yun.
So, ayun. Thank you,
Thank you.
Jem. And see you around.
See you around. Congrats
you.
pala sa law office mo.
Thank you. Ayun, alam na rin ng dormmates tawag ko sa mga listeners.
Okay.
Ayun, so thank you, dormmates. Good night, dormmates. See you sa next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ayun.